On September 12, 2024, a new chapter in human space exploration was written as SpaceX's Polaris Dawn crew accomplished the first-ever commercial spacewalk. This milestone did not just represent a technical achievement, it marked a turning point in the expanding role of private companies in the cosmos. The mission unfolded with a sense of history and anticipation as two crew members, Commander Jared Isaacman and mission specialist Sarah Gillis, prepared to step outside the relative safety of their spacecraft and into the unforgiving vacuum of space. Launched just 2 days earlier aboard the Crew Dragon capsule Resilience, the Polaris Dawn mission had already set the stage for something extraordinary. The spacecraft soared to an altitude of 870 miles, or about 1,400 kilometers, above Earth, shattering the previous record for a crewed orbital flight set by NASA's Gemini 11 mission back in 1966. From this vantage point, far above the majority of satellites and the International Space Station, the crew looked down on a planet that seemed both familiar and astonishingly fragile. The mission's objectives were ambitious. In addition to its historic spacewalk, Polaris Dawn was tasked with conducting a range of scientific studies, advanced navigational maneuvers, and testing next-generation communications using SpaceX's Starlink satellite network. But all eyes were on the moment when, for the first time, private individuals would exit their spacecraft in orbit, an act that, until now, had been the exclusive domain of government astronauts. As the hatch opened, Jared Isaacman and Sarah Gillis emerged, tethered securely to Resilience. Each spent approximately 7 minutes outside the spacecraft, their movements slow and deliberate as they tested SpaceX's newly developed extravehicular activity, or EVA, suits. These suits represented years of research and development, designed not only to protect against the harsh environment of space, but also to give their wearers a new degree of mobility and confidence. The vacuum, the radiation, and the extremes of temperature all were held at bay by the innovative materials and engineering of these futuristic suits. In these precious minutes, the two pioneers performed a series of mobility assessments, bending arms, twisting torsos, reaching, and grasping to test the limits and comfort of their EVA suits. Every movement was closely monitored by mission control and engineers back on Earth, watching for insights that would inform the next generation of spacewalks, both for private missions and for future journeys to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. The significance of this event was not lost on the global community. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson congratulated the Polaris Dawn team, calling their achievement a giant leap forward for both the commercial space industry and NASA's vision of a vibrant, sustainable future in space. For the first time, a private company had demonstrated that it could safely conduct complex operations once considered the sole domain of national space agencies. It was a powerful signal that the era of commercial spaceflight had truly arrived. After their historic excursion, Isaacman and Gillis re-entered the capsule, joining their crewmates for the remaining days of the mission. Over the course of 5 days, the team continued their scientific studies and system tests, culminating in a safe return to Earth on September 15, 2024. The legacy of the Polaris Dawn mission is profound. It proved that commercial operators could not only reach new heights in orbit, but also perform the intricate and risky tasks required outside the spacecraft. This mission has paved the way for a future where space is more accessible, more collaborative, and more innovative than ever before. As we look ahead, the lessons learned from Polaris Dawn will inform the next wave of explorers, government and private alike, who will carry humanity's dreams deeper into the universe.